Hello everybody, всем привет. Today we're going to work on actually building out some of the creature recruitment structures. So we have like the lamp where you can recruit the genies, the straw hut, thatched hut, cabin, log cabin. There's another log cabin where you recruit peasants, and the tent where you can recruit nomads, and the wagon camp where you can recruit rogues. This value here, this hex value, is the byte 8 tile value on the map values. So the maps in the map files are 51,840 bytes, which are 10 bytes per tile for the 72 by 72 grid that is a map. And so these entrance tiles are marked on the map in byte 8 of those 10 byte tile maps. And that's how the game knows what this, when to trigger these events. So I do have some code that I've written for an event engine or an event system, and it brings up dialog boxes. And so I basically played through the game and captured a bunch of these screenshots of what we're dealing with here. And I submitted this early. So this, I was dragging and dropping and starting to type this out, and I submitted it early. This is my actual full prompt submission for this. So we have a thatched hut, a wagon, the tents, and the genie lamp. I give it some of my documentation, my resources file that load the images, my event and event actions file, which events is like the more superficial, like the text and the click boxes and the dialogues. Although the dialogues are actually in dialogue utils here, but that's this actual like box format. But the events contains like a listing of those tiles and the relationship to the text that is displayed in the document, or not in the document, in the window. And event actions handles the things that happen behind the scenes. And then I added recruit CPP and recruit H, which is my function inside the castle. When you click on a structure, that's the code that allows you to actually recruit creatures into a garrison. So yeah, I'm rebuilding the game engine, recruiting creatures from various structures. Here's the list of the structures. And then these basic structures, we say that as you approach the structure, you notice that there's no one here. From the wagon camp, we bring up this text. And then if there's nobody there, then we get this version. For the tents, we get this text about the sandy wind. Do you want to have any nomads join you? And then if there's nobody there, perhaps more nomads will be here later. Oh, that's weird. That there's a little typo there that didn't get deleted. I have to check if that's in the game or not. And then the genie lamp gives you this value, and then it brings up the recruit screen. And if you have no free slots in your army, then there is no room in the garrison for this army. It's funny because it's not a garrison. The game, I checked, the game actually does this when you try and recruit from a genie lamp and you don't have space. It says there's no room for a garrison in this army. I think the garrison should just be like the troops in the castle, but I think they're probably reusing the same recruit logic just like I am. So they're using that as like the default message. I think I might change that a little bit in the future, but for now, that's just what we're dealing with. I also made a little table. Let me see if I can pull up a more readable version than what is here in this prompt. What do we call this? Creature map structures, maybe? Yeah, that seems like what that's called, creature map structures. And we'll open it with Excel so that we can actually read this properly. So I have the hex code for the structure, the name, what unit we have, how much they cost, what the initial population is, and how many they grow per week, because I'm also going to have to deal with the growth for these creature structures. And then I want to expand the events that are handled in events CPP and event actions. And let's see what the AI does with this. So going to add some stuff to the game state. Basically, it's going to create these like recruitable structures in some sort of game state where we're tracking that in the state of the game, which makes sense. Map creature hut state is what we're going to call that. Similar to mind state, etc. And then we have our recruit system that we use in recruit.cpp, and we're going to bring that up for AA, A7, and 8B. 8B is the genie lamp. I think A7 is maybe well, one of these is the rogues and one of these is the nomads. I forget which is which, although it was just up here. A7 was the nomads and AA was the wagon camp where you recruit the rogues. So go through some arguments here, and I stop because it wants to use the recruit system and do some things and figure out. There was something it mentioned about growth, I think. And I was like, oh gosh, I forgot that. So I just stopped it right there and was like, hold on, we're not going to let you go down this weird path, AI. We're gonna fix this. And so we include the map files, we include the new day files so that we can see how the growth is structured essentially in the new day. So it then redoes some of this, and there's weekly reset tiles. That's what I wanted to include in the map. So we have things like the windmill and the mill that reset every week, and then you can go pick up some resources. Well, these creature recruit structures are the same way. They grow with some creatures every week. And so on the new day cycle, when new day is, rolls over and new week is true, then it does a reset and does the growth for these functions. But advanced day currently only handles castle dwellings, not map creature huts, so we need to add that. So, and then I said, oh, I don't want patches. Please modify the entire file and present the full file. It says, oh, I've made all these patches. Like, no, I'm not going to do that. I can, but no, tokens aren't that expensive. So we're throwing all the energy at it. It's going in and editing these files. Okay, great. It made a whole bunch of files. We changed this whole list of files. So we changed events, map, event actions, new day, and recruit. And then does the genie lamp disappear when it reaches 0 available? Because that was something that I had specified. Yep, it's happened, or it's handled in apply map recruit result. When the purchase completes and the lamp hits 0 available, it does two things. Clears the map tile and marks the hut inactive. So it's not going to grow. Well, so the creature dwelling, the thatched hut, peasant hut, there is a problem. It is fixable. When you arrive, you hit yes, the creatures are added to your army unless you have no space. And the creatures are not added to your army and are not taken from the creature dwelling. If you hit no, the creatures are not added to your army and not taken from the creature dwelling. They seem to be zeroed out in the creature dwelling in the current code if you hit no. When the creatures are 0, you get the there is no one here message, but it should have an OK button instead of a yes, no that is currently displayed. So basically the empty creature dwelling logic wasn't working. That's basically this. So this is what's supposed to happen. And again, this. So I wanted to fix that. And where were we? Down here ways. So I said, okay, yeah, let's fix that. And how far did we get? Yep, so it did some analysis and basically said, yep, we want to do full army on yes. We want to, if there's a full army and we hit yes, then we reject the addition, but we also don't take the creatures out of that structure. The no button needs to return early. So anyway, found the bug. Yes, creature still taken from the hut. The dialog box when your army is full is not appearing. The dialog box should read, "There's no room in the garrison for this army." So I'm just going to see if I have any intermediate builds here. Recruiting structures, basic, working. Let's have a look at that. Let's just look at Claw quick. There's no room in the garrison for this army, so that's correct. Well, let's go back one here and dismiss somebody. Let's see if we can do it again here quick. Yep. So we got some peasants. That worked. That might be after this next one because this is supposed to appear. So we did some more approaches. This is again what needs to be done for the genie. I think I'm in the Badlands map capturing that image. And so again, I'm just saying, hey, this isn't that complicated. It's just the standard buy build dialogue. Let's put that in there. And then I also want it to happen for rogues, nomads, and genies, even though they're not free. And we have some of these values. So let me just test the recruit structure here. Oh shoot, that's not the right one. What we wanted for this was actually let's go to Badlands, and we can start to test some of this. So I'm going to reload Badlands until we get to a slightly better Badlands element here. Nope, that was Claw. I have to actually select the map correctly. Badlands. Well, this will sort of do. We will... Yeah, we have enough. Let's just get rid of our slow creature, though, because we can recruit some other stuff that's going to be faster. So we're just going to run new day. This is going to be a little bit tedious to get all the way there, but we don't really have any competition because I don't have the AI enabled yet. That's playing the wrong music for that. It's supposed to be something else. Okay, here's a wagon camp. Let's see what happens. Yep. Let's cancel. Nope. That's fine. Yes, let's take some of these guys. We'll take 46 of them. They show up, so that's good. Let's get out of this. No. Now let's try this again here. Colorful rogue's wagon stands empty, so that looks good. That's handling that correctly. Oh, interesting. That I was able to get more. That's a cool bug, actually, that if I run across it... Oh, that's awesome. I'm going to have to make a note of that when you're... Let's see if I can repeat that. That's kind of neat. Oh, that's cool that we're getting multiple rogue tiles. So, alright, so... Is there... If I go here, do I get one? Can I go here? No, that's not reversible. Alright, well, so there's actually 3 rogue tiles there. That's a cool bug I didn't know I had. All right. Yeah, I have to change the logic that the events don't trigger when you walk over them passively, so to speak. All right, so we're running up here. Just skip battles. I have this cool thing where I've enabled auto battle to just skip stuff right now. And I'm having to run all the way around this map. But we're going to go up to the teleporter. There's a teleporter up here, which I think will save us some time. Oh, but actually I don't have teleporters yet. Never mind. I have not implemented this. I've actually implemented teleporters, but not in this current build. That's one of my next videos I'm going to record is going to have teleporters in it. So, I'm recording these a little bit after I do the work. And sometimes I forget where I'm at in terms of which functionalities I have. And you may notice a bug when the battle starts. There's a little color swatch that appears behind the locators here. And that's I've fixed that bug too subsequently. That was basically just the color blending. There was something strange going on with the color blending. Okay, great. Week of the Gopher. Haven't implemented campfires yet. Now we're walking on the desert, which means we're going to go real slow. Getting to the Daemon Cave. I love the sound effects of the Daemon Cave. Nope, not yet implemented. Okay. Sure, let's rub the lamp. Let's buy some of these guys. There's no room for the garrison. Well, that's too bad. Let's see what's going on here. And it disappeared. So I had my shot and it disappeared. So that's... Okay, well, what are we going to do? Well, let's check the Nomads quick and make sure the Nomads work. Or see if they work. And I'm just going to dismiss these guys. And looks like somebody left a necklace in the desert there. No. Okay, that was good. So, okay, we have an open slot. We're going to go back here. Yes. Let's take the max. Yep, we got them. Now let's see what happens if we go back the next day. Okay, that was the new week. Let's see if there's any that have appeared. Yep, there's one. We got one that week. And perhaps more Nomads will be here later. So that's looking good. That's looking good. So we do have this bug still with the Genie. I probably could have recruited them, but the lamp disappeared. And I don't know if I noticed that when I tested this because I didn't cancel it. So I should have recruited, and actually I shouldn't have closed that window because I could have just gone and picked up some other Genies and tested them. But I'm pretty sure the Genies did work, and we'll actually see that in one of my next videos where I'm going to work on the Oasis, the Skeleton, the Daemon Cave, the Oracle, the Dragon City, you know, getting a bunch of those things working. And I'm going to pause this one for now, and we'll get to talking about the next events that we're going to build out next.